Welcome back to my channel. Girl, it's been a minute. I know it's the new year and I'm a little late in posting my first video of the new year, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait. I'm following this trend, the in and outs of 2025. I think it is a great way to reflect on how you want to tackle the year moving forward. My 2024, how that started off, it did start a little rough. Your girl was living in a different state. I was going through a lot of like relational and friendship issues. So really isolating at the start of 2024, whereas 2025, I've started in such a positive space. I celebrated with my partner, and we've kind of gone into this year excited and ready to see the growth in our relationship, as well as just, having community around me. So within a year, things have changed dramatically, and I wish I did this last year, the ins and outs, but I'm happy to do it this year and kind of follow that trend. Your girl, yes, she already did her vision board. Yes, she did her little bingo card. If you don't know a little bingo card, I saw it on TikTok. I'll place it here so that you could kind of see the vibes of it. But I did both of those things. But this is just more of a sum up of how I feel in general with my vision board, the year, all that. So let's get started. The first N of 2025 is rest. This is why it took me a minute to come back on YouTube or posting. I am just a very busybody girl in general. Like, I'm not the girl that's going to sit at the house all the time. Like, I'm just not a homebody. So oftentimes I'm like running. Whereas I took rest as being unproductive. And I really want to shift that mindset this year. That rest is needed and okay for me to sustain myself. So that's kind of where this is going into. Your girl took a bit of a pause coming into the new year. I was a couch potato and I don't regret any of it. And I was just focusing on being present. So I definitely want to continue that throughout the year. The second N of 2025 is just being consistent. For me, I don't know about my girls out there that struggle with just like being consistent with yourself and holding yourself accountable. So for me, some of my goals under that being consistent is posting more on social media, being more creative with content, being consistent with learning how to improve my content. Also for me, being consistent with my boundaries. I am a recovering, and we're putting it in the air, a recovering people pleaser. Okay, so a lot of the things that I've done in the past has been to please others and make sure others feel okay, even if that pushed past my boundaries. So when I set a boundary, my goal this year is to stand 10 toes down on that boundary and just be consistent with that, which will yield for me to be happier and for me to feel like I did tackle my goals in the upcoming year. My third in for 2025 is more of a routine. However, I'm not the girl that's going to be waking up at 5 a.m. on the gym. Okay, not me. I'm also not the girl who probably got like the most detailed skincare, setup. That's also not me. So I want to do a routine that's set for me. I have kind of like different vibes. So for me, want to set a routine for when I'm feeling lazy, and often those days where I'm feeling lazy is because one, I burnt myself out, or I'm on my period. So still trying to find some productivity in like when those moments come, and still honor myself in those moments. Then I want to have a routine for more of my everyday, which for me needs to be more incorporation of a night routine. I do want to develop that more. I've noticed that when I am like more into like my skincare and developing more at night, your girl is sleeping well. I feel like I took care of myself. So I kind of want to continue that, consistently throughout the year. So just more of a routine, more structure around how I want to show up for myself, how I want to wake up, things like that as we welcome into this year. So y'all with me every day and lazy girl, because those are usually my two. Okay, my busy days, I'm not gonna put myself right now on a hard strict line of having a routine for my busy days. I think I need to have more structure for my busy days, but oftentimes for me, routine can kind of come and go. depending on the situation. So for me, the big focus is for my lazy girl days and for my everyday. My fourth in for 2025 is not letting fear control my thoughts. Just in general, like eliminate fear in my life. I don't know about y'all, but I'm very much an overthinker. I'm naturally like a worrier. I would even say I could be a little bit of a pessimistic, and not purposely if I trying to be that way. But sometimes that takes over my thoughts and my feelings, that, you know, I approach certain situations with so much fear that, one, I don't even do it, or two, I sabotage it. So I am entering into this year actually also back in therapy, which that is exciting for me as well. But, you know, just not letting fear hold so much weight, because what is that doing for me but debilitating me to not do anything that I want to do, or even try to do what I want and see like what happens. Like, there could be some benefits there. I don't need to hold on tight to this idea of things. So for example, at least for me, in terms of fear, like I think I've had so much fear around content, right? Like I, for so many years, have wanted to do YouTube consistently, and then I get discouraged, or I tell myself like I'm not cool enough, or I'm not trendy enough, or I don't look cute enough to be part of the space. But I'm starting to learn that there is space for everyone. It's just how much work you're going to put into it. So at this point, it's really just me being self-inflicting on myself. So I've debilitated myself for years, and I don't need to do that anymore. So yeah. And, you know, just also for me, like, people can let you down so much in your life, and sometimes because of those experiences, you know, you're super cautious in how you approach different experiences with new people. And I've done that so many times, whether that be relationships, with friends, with family, that I really want to adjust to seeing people for who they are and not holding so much fear of me completing the same cycles or patterns as my past. So I'm working on that. Your girl gonna be in therapy, probably crying her eyes out about it, but we're gonna still, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. We're just gonna emphasize it more this year. And then my fifth in for 2025 is freaking hobbies. Y'all, when you become an adult, and I wish somebody would have told me this, is that literally all you do, especially now in this economy, is try to work and make a living and stay out the way. It's literally survival mode, survival mode, survival mode. And over the years, again, I just lost hobbies because I'm waiting on other people to do it. Or other people to do it with me, excuse me. Waiting on other people to do it with me. I'm waiting to, like, financial wise, like I've used that as a crutch to not do a hobby. This year I really want to find a hobby. Okay, I like so many things, but I don't consistently stick to it. So for example, like I went through a phase where I was reading a lot, and now I'm like in such a slump reading wise that I haven't read. So I want to pick that back up. I want to pick back up dance. I love dancing, and I don't know. I get so in my head again in these classes because they be boom cat boom, okay? And sometimes my boom cat don't be hitting like the rest of the class. So I'm getting in my head about, oh, I can't come back, I'm not good enough. Again, letting fear dictate that. This year I'm kind of saying F the fear, as well as let's find a hobby that you can enjoy. And if you have friends, or if my partner, or whatever the case may be, want to join me, cool. But at the end of the day, I gotta find me a hobby for me, because I don't want to just keep going to work and coming home and sitting and watching TV. Like, life should not be lived like that. Like, we literally only have one life. So I'm trying to shift the mindset. So that was my 5 ins for 2025. I'm now going to do my 5 outs for 2025. My first out is indecisiveness. I think it goes back with my consistency for my ends of 2025. I could just be so indecisive about how I'm feeling, what I want to do, where I want to go. Like, you know, like, just, it's so much that we consistently like overthink that we kind of contribute into our indecisiveness. So I don't want to keep being indecisive. Like, I want to be decisive in my decision making, and trust, I think that's a key word, trust that whatever decision I make is going to be okay. yes, every decision may come with repercussions or consequences, but it also may come with something that's so enlightening and positive. And instead of just being so indecisive about what the outcome could be, I really want to hone in on like just being more decisive in any decisions that I decide to make in 2025. So indecisiveness, it got to go, because it's been holding me back for a cute hot minute. Okay. My second out of 2025 is, y'all, this is tea. This is literally, I think, therapy. I have the strong black girl trope. Okay. And what I mean by that is I'm super hyper independent. I am so strong that I don't like to be vulnerable anymore. Like, I sometimes look at crying as weakness, and I used to not be that way at all, but now I've become that way. So just a strong girl mindset, and at the same time, don't get me wrong, the strong girl has gotten me to where I need to be at this age, right? It's carried me, it's sustained me for so many years. And it's going to continue to sustain me in certain areas of my life. However, I do want to move away a little from that and just be a soft girl in 2025. Like, I feel like over this last year in 2024, I went from not feeling super feminine and just not really feeling like I'm living in my femininity, whatever that means to me. It may look different for you, but now I kind of feel like I am. I feel like I'm like transitioning, just even like I'm more like, I wear a lot of street clothes, but also like in that I have a slight itch of girly, and I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying being a little bit softer with myself, with how I look, with what I want to do, what I expect in relationships. Like, I want to be a soft girl. I gotta stop being the strong black girl trope that has been kind of pushed around. Along with that is, because I've been such a strong black girl, and me being isolated in the past and what I had to do to kind of survive and deal with that, I didn't really rely on anyone. And now I'm in this phase of life where I do actually have a great solid community, thank God, around me. I feel like I lost a lot of friends last year, but I think it was necessary for me to see who really is my friend and like what a friendship means to me. And I have that now, right? I've had that in friends that I've known for years and just did not really pay that much attention because I'm putting other people on a pedestal. And I'm just now in a space where like, no, like I don't need to be this strong girl where I can't rely on my community or the people or my family around me. Like, I have great community. It's for me to see that. So yeah, we're gonna put her a little bit on the back burner. Your girl is trying to be a little softer over here, okay? My third out of 2025, and I feel like I've been doing good with this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's been into me, but saying yes to stuff I don't really want to do, okay? Again, this is me being consistent with my boundaries. If I'm just not having it, or I'm having a day, or I'm tired, or I'm burnt out, I'm going to say absolutely not to any plans or drive. I live in Michigan, so you kind of have to drive to get places for real. Drive, minutes and minutes to get to somewhere just to sit in somebody else's house, when I want to sit in my house and I want to be in my bonnet and I want to be in my Adam Sandler clothes. Like, I don't want to keep saying yes to shit I don't want to do. Excuse my language, but I'm sick of it. So that is out for 2025, and I feel like I've been doing well with that. Like, I've had friends who hit me up like, girl, you want to do this, girl, you want to do that. Not today, sister, but I will catch you next week. I'll catch you in a few days. Like, I don't feel bad for doing that because I can put myself first, and thank God, like I said, I have such a strong and tight community. I really don't need to worry about that anymore. So that's nice. My fourth out of 2025 is overconsumption of social media. As much as I want to build more content this year, I've noticed, like, even when I talk to my friends about something I may see on social media and I try to relate that to my life currently, they're like, babe, you need to get off of social media. And this is not the first time people have been telling me I gotta get off social media, because sometimes with social media, we'll continue scrolling on social media, and we see what other people have and compare ourselves into that situation, or we may see what another person is going through, and now we're overthinking if the person that we're with is doing the things that people are saying online. Like, it's just, I can get, again, as a overthinker, I can get so much in my head that I consume so much that I will start being super pessimistic. Or at least for me, overconsumption of social media, I can literally gain information that's really not useful for what I'm trying to look. So I'm actually trying to go into this year, you know, cleaning up my algorithm, cleaning up my timeline so it fits the person who I am trying to be moving forward. And then the 5th out of 2025, girl, it's just wallowing in pity. I think and I've gotten better at this, like, it comes a time where, you know, we could be sad for ourselves for a hot freaking second, but like, I don't be needing to take a whole week down, not eat, and frail because something don't work out or I'm upset. Like, that is life. Like, I've learned to kind of accept that a little bit more, and like, I don't need to, like, more so not take care of myself in those moments, or, you know, put so much self-infliction on myself that now I'm feeling negative about myself, and then it kind of affects what I want to be, who I want to be, my routine. I don't have the energy for that anymore. So yeah, those are my ins and outs of 2025. Comment below, like, do you resonate with any of the ins and outs that I'm trying to do for 2025? You know, I definitely want to hear maybe some of your goals in the comment section below. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to start back posting on social media. I'm definitely going to be posting a lot more. That is the goal, and I'm trying to achieve it. So I'm hoping to do at least 2 videos a week on YouTube, whether that be vlogs out or sit down like this or makeup related, whatever. And then I will be posting on Instagram a lot more. Hi y'all, TikTok is, I guess, going away, and I really don't want to think about it because I'm super sad about it. I think there is a lot of value in TikTok, but I'll post a little bit on there until they tell me to stop. So I'm going to be posting on TikTok as well. So follow me on there. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to put my Instagram and stuff on the side here. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate y'all. At least comment also below maybe some videos that you want to see. But I love y'all down, sister. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And bye.